Welcome to the Dowden Podcast. I'm your host, the official CRG, and today we're going to talk about why if you genuinely want to start to change not only how you feel, but where you're headed, then it is absolutely crucial for you to stop trying to move through your life with little to no thought or intention behind it, and instead just really start to learn not only how to focus on the things that matter, but how to then properly take consistent action towards them from there on out. But before we get started, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. That way you don't miss any weekly episodes and posts. You can find video of this episode strictly on YouTube, but the audio everywhere else. Now, when it comes to not only changing how you feel, but where you're headed, understanding that you have to stop trying to live your life with little to no thought or intention behind it genuinely is one of the most overlooked yet most important things that I think a person can learn, especially nowadays, because not only is this something that will just constantly take control over your life, take control over your actions, and take control over your mentality. But really, this is something that is just genuinely going to just trap you in those never ending cycles, have you stuck in those repeating patterns and do nothing but just slowly start to destroy not only your growth, but your progress. Because that's exactly what it went and did with me, especially when I was in my mid to late teens, until I finally started to learn not only how to focus on the things that mattered, but how to then properly take consistent action towards them moving forward. Because you see, back when I was around 17, 18 years old, always trying to live my life with little to no thought or intention behind it was something that I was just genuinely doing on a day to day basis. Like, seriously, whether it was through my actions, my goals, my hobbies, the things that I was going through, my day to day life, my work. I mean, whatever it was, I was literally going and just trying to cut these corners and just do the bare minimum to a point to where not only would it just constantly start to eat at my mentality, take control of my direction, and destroy my growth. But really, this was something that was just genuinely starting to get in the way of not only my potential, but my real sense of progress. Because instead of just actually taking the time to not only focus on the things that mattered, but then to properly learn how to take consistent action towards them, I would then instead just wake up every single day, do the same exact thing, live in those same exact patterns, and repeat the same exact cycles, having it just genuinely start to do nothing, but just slowly start to hold me back and eat at me from the inside out. All because I was simply trying to do something instead of applying myself like I should have been this entire time. Because when it comes to actually living your life with little to no thought or intention behind it, like we said earlier, whether that is through your actions, your hobbies, your goals, your relationships, your mentality, your health, I mean, whatever it might be, this is something that is just genuinely not doing anything, but just holding you back and truly stopping you from creating the life that you genuinely want to build. Like, seriously, I'm not just saying this just because. Like, really think about it. When you wake up every single day, you repeat the same exact patterns. You wake up and you do actions and you have no thought behind it. You don't have any goals. You don't have any dreams. You're not living with intention. Of course, you're feeling the way you are. Of course, you're going to be lost. Of course, you're going to wake up and sometimes feel sad. Of course, you're going to wonder, where is my life heading? Because you're not doing anything with purpose. You have to build purpose around the things you want to create, especially in just life in general. Purpose is so important. If you live with no purpose, then what are you living for? You're just guessing every single day. Every day is a guessing game. You wake up and, oh, maybe today's a good day, the next day's a bad one. But if you have purpose, you're going to build that consistency. You're going to stop living on autopilot. You're going to change these things around. So understand, it is so important that it's not the fact that you can't do these things. It's the fact that you're not taking consistent action towards it. So if you want to break out of these cycles, you want to change your life, you want to start feeling better, you want to reach those real goals and change these things around, then stop living on autopilot and start taking consistent action towards it. So, if you genuinely want to start to change not only how you feel, but where your life is headed, then understanding that you have to stop trying to move through your life with little to no thought or intention behind it genuinely is so important. Because when I sit here and tell you guys that this isn't going to do anything but control your mentality, destroy your growth, your progress, and even your potential, I truly do mean it. Because as you see with me, that's exactly what had happened until I not only started to focus on the things that mattered, but then finally started to learn how to take consistent action towards them from there on out. So, moving forward, instead of just waking up every single day, living in those same cycles, repeating the same habits, and just doing things just because, go ahead and just really start to notice why you're feeling the way you are. Like, seriously, whether it's because you're not doing anything, whether it's because you're not taking care of your health, your mentality, you're not applying yourself, you're not putting yourself out there. I mean, whatever it might be, go ahead and take some real action towards these things. Because when I sit here and tell you guys that you can change your life, you can reach that full potential, you could start changing not only how you feel, but where your life is headed. I truly do mean it. I don't just tell you these things just because. Go ahead, take consistent action. Start realizing why you feel the way you do. You don't have to just change your life right here and then. Start small. Do it day by day. Work on your mentality, then work on where your life is going, then work on your goals, then work on this, work on that. Don't do everything at once because you're going to overwhelm yourself, but start replacing that motivation with direction. Stop just turning this thing into a guessing game and start putting some real purpose behind it. Take action towards these things. Change your life around because I promise you that you can do it. You just first have to stop trying to live your life with little to no thought or intention behind it. And instead, just really start to learn not only how to focus on the things that matter, but how to then properly take consistent action towards them moving forward. But with that said, today's quote is by Carl Jung. He once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." I appreciate you tuning in. You can follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And this is the Dowden Podcasts.